Hi everyone, FPLMattDay here, and this is my Game Week 4 top 10 picks using Fantasy Football Hub's AI technology, as well as my thoughts on each of these picks, ranked from 10 all the way down to 1. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, and get your comments, questions, and thoughts in as well. This is a new video for me. I don't normally do top 10s. I normally do top 5s or top 3s or differential picks. But I thought I'd utilize the AI on the Fantasy Football Hub. And how this is going to work is it's the top 10 picks for Game Week 4 with the best predicted points from picks 10 all the way down to number 1. I'm sure there won't be too many surprises at the top. There's probably a few surprises in and around some of the other positions. So we're going to share a screen. I'm going to go into the 10th pick by AI for predicted points for Game Week 4. And I'll give my thoughts, as I mentioned before, on each pick. And if I think they are worth considering in your team. So in 10th place, it's Brighton's João Pedro. Now £5.7 million, as you can see, with an ownership of 30.3%. This week, playing against Ipswich at home, so a favourable fixture for Brighton. He's currently on 6 points per start, and he's got predicted points for this game week of 5.5. And there's that Ipswich fixture you can see there. He's got 88 minutes predicted as well, which is pretty solid for a player that people thought was going to be a rotation pick. So at 5.5 predicted points, number 10, João Pedro. In my opinion, I think he's a very, very solid pick. If I was on a wild card, he would be in my side. So let's go into the 9th pick. And this one's probably a surprise to a lot of managers, with Spurs playing the North London derby against Arsenal this weekend. 10 million for Son Heung-min, 9% owned, so very low ownership so far this season, but 7 points per start and a predicted points also of 5.5 and 90 minutes expected against Arsenal. I think if you're a Son owner, this isn't the worst idea to keep him this week and play him in this fixture. He's got a great record against Arsenal. Scored in this fixture last season in both the home and away, has scored in it historically. So I can kind of see where the AI is going with that one. Let's go into the 8th pick. And Robertson, who was a popular pick for wildcarders, for managers making a defensive transfer. He's 6 million, 6.9% owned, 6 points per start so far this season, and a predicted points also of 5.5, and he plays Forest at home. Expecting 83 minutes as well. So if he's playing around 83 minutes, Liverpool still have a clean sheet, get subbed off, and then they concede a late goal. You're banking a nice little clean sheet, maybe some bonus in there as well. I think this is a great pick. Nice little sideways move if you want to get rid of Gabriel for a couple of weeks, if you're confident he's going to blank against Spurs and City. And I do really, really like this pick that's come in at number 7. So let's go in. Sorry, I got that wrong. It's coming at number 8. So he's coming at number 8. Let's see who's come in at number 7. And there's another Liverpool pick, 7.6 million. Diogo Jota, 18% owned, 5.7 points per start, 5.7 predicted points, and 72 minutes predicted against Forest. So it's probably the minutes that might let you down because you will see him come off around that mark in the game. He's missed a lot of chances over the last few games, and they've been very, very close. But I do think this is a good pick as well. I think this could be this game and maybe the Bournemouth one, the ones that come before the Champions League starts. Or I think it's this one that comes before the Champions League starts. These are the ones. It is a Bournemouth one as well. So these are the next two where you want to have your Diogo Jotas, where they're probably not as much of a rotation risk right now, especially for this game, but they will become rotation risks. Now let's go into the 6th pick from AI. Scroll out a little bit. And it seems to have disappeared. No, it hasn't. It's back. Isak from Newcastle, sold by a lot of managers on wildcard. 8.5 million, 42.5% owned, so still very highly owned, 5.3 points per start. Predicted points of 6.2, 86 minutes, plays against Wolves away. I think he's a great pick this week, Isaac. I'm going to say that makes sense in that position at number 6 for me. If I hadn't used my wild card in game week 3 and I still had the same team I started with, I probably feel like I'd be in a pretty good position because I had Isaac and I think he's a great pick for this game week. So let's find that 5th pick. Oh, this is a man who I think is a great pick on a wild card. Kevin De Bruyne. He's back to that De Bruyne kind of dangerous fantasy sort of points play that he can give us. And then once he gets those points, managers start thinking about bringing him in. Usually it's just that little bit too late. 11.1% owned, 5.3 points per start, 6.3 predicted this week, but only 69 predicted minutes against Brentford at home. I think that's a bit harsh. I think we'll see at least 75 minutes out of Kevin De Bruyne, but I can see him getting a good score. I really like this pick. I can see why he's come in at that position at number 5. So let's go to number 4. And Bukayo Saka coming in ahead of Son from the North London Derby picks. 10.1 million, 31.6% owned, 8 points per start, 6.6 predicted points in 87 minutes. And again, I mentioned this on FPL Ruse Pod. He scored in both games last season. He got double digits in both games last season. So this makes sense. That game could easily be a goal feast. So I really do rate this pick. I know I'm a Spurs fan, but I have to say Saka has a high chance of returning in this game. So keep him if you are an owner. Makes sense at number 4. So number 3. Eze. Probably not too many surprises. Home to Leicester. 6.9 million. 25.4% owned. 4.7 points per start. Predicted points of 7.2 and 89 minutes. That will probably be 90 plus minutes for Eze. I rate this pick. Another player I wish I'd kept on a wild card. You can see his future fixtures there look good all the way up until that Liverpool game. But then even Forest the week after and Spurs at home are pretty good fixtures for Palace. So I really rate that pick. Good job by the AI so far, I'd say. Number 2. We won't spend too much time on number 2. Salah, 12.7 million, 43.7% owned. We know they play Forest at home. 8.4 predicted points. And he's got 90 predicted minutes. I like that pick. I'm not even going to argue that pick. And number 1, I'll tell you what, if you watch this video and you get to this point in the video, type the number 1 pick in the comments right now so I know you've heard this part of the audio. Do it right now if you think you know who it is. Erling Haaland, 15.2 million, 67.6% ownership. Still quite low ownership compared to previous seasons. 13.7 points per start, the same as Salah, but he's got 8.7 predicted points. He's got 1 less minute predicted with that Brentford fixture at home. So let's just scroll up here. I don't know if I'll be able to fit the full top 10 on the screen. We'll run it back. João Pedro in 10, Son in 9, Robertson in 8, Jota in 7, Isak in 6, De Bruyne in 5, Saka in 4, Eze in 3, Salah in 2, and Haaland in number 1 spot. I think it's a pretty good list. The AI is pretty good on Fantasy Football Hub. If you liked Fantasy Football Hub, you like this type of stuff, you can join them. 50% off using the link in the bio of this video. I've got a membership. I love it. So go check it out if you haven't done already. We'll stop sharing screen. Let me know if you enjoyed that video and you want to see similar videos to this. Please let me know in the comments. Give this video a like as well. Get your comments, questions, and thoughts in there as well. Let me know if you think the AI got it right or the AI got it wrong. And finally, subscribe to the channel if you are new here and you enjoyed the video. Well, we'll leave it there. Thanks to everyone that has tuned in. I'm FPLMattDay, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.